Hello everyone. Now last week when Resiners had sent me that beautiful air purifier, the Pure Air, they also let me choose a couple of items to review. So I'll be right back and we'll take a look at these. Hello everyone, this is Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. Now Resiners let me choose 2 items to review for you, and I was very excited about both of them. First of all, especially this Resin Art silicone mat. Now it's 2 parts. It's 1 part altogether, but there's 2 different bays, I guess you could call them, in this mat, and it'll be very handy in my resin room because I tend to have all my tools on the side, on the right side of me. And looking at this, oh my gosh, it's bigger than I expected. Wow. I thought it would be like this big, you know. But surprise, surprise. Now, let me try to cut this plastic without destroying this mat. It looks great. Now I'm double excited. I thought this size shown would be the initial size of the whole thing. But, you know, and you've seen the mat I have in my resin room, and it's a mess. Ha! So this is going to be fantastic. Oh, it's very thick. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice workspace. Actually, the name is down here in the bottom left, but I'm going to work it this way. And I will try so hard to keep it nice and clean. Now, here's a great work surface. There's a lot of space here. And then the one on the right side, you know, you can put your tools on there and let them drip and then clean the resin off. That's going to be perfect. Resiners, I love this piece. Thank you so much. I will definitely use this on a regular basis. So when we go to pour some resin, we'll be able to use that. Now, they had this little kit, and it looked like fun to me. They refer to it as a Valentine's kit. But, oh, let's see. We've got molds. How are we going to decorate this? Love never fails. Oh, excuse me, falls. Can't read. Love never fails. Love never falls. What do we have in here? Oh, we've got tools. Got a nice brushes. Nice brushes. Let me open this because there's quite a few little gadgets in here. When I saw it, I did mention to them that that would be really fun. But I did not expect all of these extra goodies. New tweezers. Oh, who doesn't always need new tweezers? Brushes. There's micro brushes. Nice soft brushes. Burnishing. Oh, that's great because these look like a nice set of tweezers too. And then, oh, we have, oh, these are all purples. Look at that. They're glitters or inclusions. There's squares. There's hearts. Different size hearts. Oh, I see little cupids. Little angels, flowers. Oh, that's lovely. So we're going to have to choose a color to go with these. And let's look at the molds. Pardon the paper. Let me just cut the side, and that way I can pull it out easier. This is a nice size mold, too. And I don't think I have a heart mold like this size. Okay, so. Oh, that's a nice tray. It's got a nice border to it. Oh, the way we can decorate that. And oh my goodness. What are these? Are these puzzle pieces? wonder, I bet there's curves on here. I bet this makes a resin heart that sets in there. Well, let me gather some things together and some colors, maybe some more shiny glitters. That's going to be lovely. All right, everyone, I'll get myself together here, think about what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Well, I've been busy gathering little inclusions because being a puzzle and having the puzzle pieces, I wanted them all to be a little different. And so when we put the puzzle together on the heart, or take the puzzle pieces off the heart, we need something in the middle of the heart. So my thoughts, first of all, was to take some of this mica, and gosh, I honestly don't remember where this came from. And it's a beautiful color, and it matches great with these little pieces here. So my thought is, I'm going to pour the frame with this color inside, but I'm going to paint it as I would paint on a mica powder, because I need something in the middle, and in order to have something in the middle, I need a clear. Well, I happened to find this sticker. I was hoping it was a tattoo, but it's a sticker, and I just want to see how exactly this will fit. See, it is a sticker, but if I can just pull this piece off and cut around that, you might be able to see, but it is a white, well, it is a white sticker, so maybe I will mica the whole piece and then put, no, I don't want to do that. I'll put this down first and then mica over it. But I need to see approximately where it will fit. So I just want to get this outside piece off. Oh, come on, you. It's a gorgeous dragon, and I did get this from Temu. And the colors are perfect. That's what I like about it. I'm wondering how I can make this fit into the heart. So I guess I could remove it. I'm going to have to put it upside down. Or maybe not. Well, yes, that is true. It has to go upside down. But let me just cut around this area to see how it's going to sit, because I know it might overlap where the heart belongs, and we may have to trim it. So I just want to be able to eyeball this a little better with this white paper off of here. So if this lays down like yay, let's just try to figure this out. There's the tip of his wings. We will still save the flower. And if the clear shows up, we're going to have clear, you know, show through the edges, where I just as soon have the mica powder. And I can't put this down first, or the colored mica would roll in front of it. So I'm just going to try. I don't want to lose his wings, but I might. I might have to lose some of the wing. What if I just bring it up here? I have to turn it over somehow. try to eyeball center. It's going to be tricky, but I didn't want to make it just plain. But, you know me by now. I don't like to make things plain. Go higher. Lose a tip, but I think that's okay. I'd rather have most of the rows. I wonder if I can somehow just go around here and burnish an edge to cut right into that heart. You know what you could do actually is take a copy of your mold, and that would give you the perimeter of the heart. Oh, that's kind of all over the place. Let me do that. Let me take a copy of the heart, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, you can vaguely see it, I think, on camera, but I can see pretty much the inside of this heart, except down here. But I'm going to guess. See the shadow of it here. Cut this out. So if you want to see the inside perimeter, is that the proper word, perimeter of a mold, just take a copy of it. My ink might be low too, could be why I'm not getting a good outline. But it'll give you an estimate as to where your heart will be. Somewhere, oh, did I just lose it? Let's check that out. Oh, I left it in the machine. Get my mold back. Okay, let's see where we are. There we go. That gives us a little outline. If I don't want to use that, I could always use the piece I cut out. This isn't perfect, but it's close. So let's try. I want to go. I know that will fit. Okay, there's my center pretty much. Let's be sure. Okay, center's here. About here. It's going to show through. I'm going to take my awl. Should be able to mark that and cut. So this is what I want to take off. Got all kinds of marks in it now. Let's see. Here we go. Bring that down, there we go. somehow I'm going to have to mica into this area here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab this really pretty. Gosh, where did I get this? I don't even recall. But I can tell you something I know, that Resiners is having a great sale for the month of June. And I wanted to let you know that this heart mold regularly sells for $28.99, and it is on sale now for $19.99. So you save $9, and with my 15% discount, if that works out well, that's a good savings. So look on their website. The June sale is on, and there's some really nice items, and it's a great time to get your bigger pieces, like your debubbling machine, your resin air purifier. I really want to get a heating, what was that called? It's really nice where you set your molds on and it heats up. Curing machine, duh. I'm really wanting to get one of those. So let me get my brush, and we will just start, oh gosh, putting this color down, because I'm going to pour clear. We're going to have to pour clear. And I thought about mixing this with glitter, but I think we're just going to go plain Jane. Ooh, it's got a nice sheen though. Look at that. And we'll do the clear background. So I'm going to go up the sides and around up on the inside here. And then I'll set down the sticker, and we'll see where we can add some mica on the inside. It's kind of difficult to get out of the bag sometimes, isn't it? I should pour it in a cup. Oh, I like that color, and that matches perfectly with our little inclusions. And a little bit goes a long way. I did pour enough out to possibly go quite a ways around here. And what do I see? I see, whoop, didn't mean to do that. Saw a hair. No matter how hard I try. Let me get this done all the way around, so I will put you on pause. Okay, I went up the sides and all through out the heart. Now, I just want to see where I'm going to need additional mica. So what I want to do is bring some mica right up. Grab some from in here and come right up into this area here. Not to where my sticker's gonna go. It's not gonna be perfect, but give us a little idea here. And it might have been easier to do two different pours, you know. I could have poured just the clear and then put this on and did a very thin coat. And then put the sticker down and then, you know, resin over it. But after it's set up. I'm going to go a little bit down here anyway. I should have this upside down. But I think if I just do my own little thing here, like a little inch or quarter of an inch or so around here, widen that out a little bit, should be okay. I'm gonna make up my own border. It might not cover all the white, but that's all right. I just want to have something to look at once you take the puzzle pieces off, you know. It's a little jagged. Let's go a little jagged. I don't know how exactly it's going to work out, but let's call that good. Now to remove any micas where you don't want them, just take a little alcohol on a swab and you should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to tip this over my trash can, shake some of that out, and like I said, if you get it where you don't need it to be, we will just take a Q-tip, a little bit of alcohol on there, and wipe this up. Might be spots of it. This might stain my mold, but if it does, it'll always work out. It will not hinder you from using your mold again with different colored micas or different colored resins. So hair there it is. Get off. Push it off. Okay, there. I think we're ready to go with that. Now, the fun part. There's 12 puzzle pieces here in this puzzle. So I have been gathering inclusions and putting them in little cups. For instance, I had these little purple flowers that came from Temu, but there was a bunch in there. There's all different colors. So I went ahead and I took out all my purples. Aren't those cute? I have to make some earrings with those. So I have that. And I'm just going to pour them in the little cup, so once I'm in the resin room and gloves on, I don't have to fuss with opening packages. Now these are just a combination of small seed beads and other beads that were just in this bag. We're going to use those up. I did grab a little bit of, these are tiny, tiny fluorescent or iridescent leaves, little maple leaves. We can use some of those. Well, I might put them in a cup because I don't want to ruin my containers with resin all over them, so we'll just pull them out as we need them. So we have those. And then I have purple beads. Let's pour these in here. Don't know how many we'll need, but let's just have them out of the container. These are nice containers. Don't know why I got them. I think the beads came with them. So there's beads. Then we have more beads. That's a darker bead. There's only one little small area that I thought maybe these beads would fit in there. That's the smallest piece. So we can just dump that in. Then there's some glitter. We can make a piece with a little glitter. We'll mix that in a cup. Oh, look at this. Look at this glitter. Now this is from glitterandcraftsforyou.com. It's called H Laser Purple. That would have been nice with the micas. But I wanted a solid frame because all the color's going to be on the inside. So I'm going to wait and get that in a cup. Now, here we go. Here's some stones. Now, I thought about this color here. It would go, these are just different tones. And I'm thinking, how do I get that open? If I very carefully cut this right in half. Somebody's probably use all of that without making a hole in the other baggie there. Which I hope I didn't. Did I? No, we're good. Let's put that aside. There's others too. I don't think I'll need them. That's rather a pale peach color, salmon color. So, put that aside. Let's put this in a cup. So, like I said, I just want to avoid opening containers in the middle of resining. Then I'll have everything with resin on it. Come on, you. Over there. And I don't know that I should put a tint of the mica in with the resin and then add these so we can't see through any clear that shows. Come on. And or else if we leave clear inside or around the edges or whatever shows, we're gonna get a glimpse of the dragon. So I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and take, I'm gonna move this too, or I'll have it everywhere. I'm gonna take the big hearts. There's big hearts here. And there's medium hearts. Or are those the small ones? I think these are the hearts. There's some, oh, smaller ones there. No, those are teardrops over there. So let's take these. And we'll be able to spread them around. They're stars. Little tiny dots. There's some open hearts here. Maybe we should throw those in. Actually, I like the flowers better. Hearts and flowers. Let's do that. I'll just dump those in there. Okay, how are we doing? We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I wanted to take some of these. Oh, can I open it? I guess that's never been opened. Stackable beads. Little seed beads. Cut that. Where's the rim? There. Is that it? Maybe not. Maybe so. That's it. Ooh, we don't want to spill. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that's a different color. Boy, I hope they don't end up beside each other. That's going to be the tricky part, is putting these in the puzzle pieces, and then when you put the puzzle pieces together, you're going to think, oh my gosh, they're right beside each other. And the color's too close. What do we do then? I'm looking for my spoon. Oh, where are you, spoon? Everything's thrown to the side over here, so I can easily grab it only when I see it. All right, let's get some of these in here. Probably need quite a few. Might put these in one of the bigger pieces because there's a lot of them. There's a big one. So I must say I'm really excited about this little piece here, and I thank you, Resiners, for letting me choose that. And the mat. The mat's already in my craft room, ready to go, and it is on sale too. And it's regular $39.99. Wow. They sent it to me. Love it. On sale for $29.99. That's a nice looking mat. If I have to come back here and get something, I guess I'll come back here and get something. But then I also had, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 more things. So here's a little package of inclusions that I got from Temu. And I'm going to open that up because there's some pretty nice pearls in here. But I want to sort them out. Let's see what's in here. Oh, and save your little containers. You can make shakers out of these because I did it. I've done it before. So, oh, there's some diamonds in there. They might turn right side up or they might not. But what we don't need is these turquoise stones. Okay, we'll pull those out. There's these big pearls. They might protrude, so we're going to get rid of those. The others should sit fine, and I really like these little gold pieces. They're seashells, and there's this cross. You know what? Let's put these. Oh, I've got these containers right here. They're dirty. I've got a clean one. Let's get a clean one. Let's put these little gold pieces aside so we can put them in sporadically where we want to. Let's do that. Come on, you. That's a good idea. I think. Am I recording? I hope I turned you back on. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's go. Come on. There's 2 more circles. There's ovals, circles, stars. They'll add a little something, something. Come on, you. Fingers, will fingers work? Where's my little waxy pencil? Boy, these work pretty good for diamond dotting. I have to quit diamond dotting. Oh my gosh, that's addicting as all get up. That'll be pretty. I don't have a lot, so let's dig into another container. Look at this one. This has more gold, and it has rocks, but they're different colored rocks than that, so we're good. Let's just dump this. Well, we can save these. We'll use those. There was another one with little pearls. It's this one. Oh, those have tiny, tiny pearls. Let's use them. Let's just pull these gold pieces out. I think these will all fit together in one section of the puzzle. Ooh, there's a heart. Can we try to keep that right side up? These, I don't know, well, I might have to be turning some pieces over if I put those in there. I don't know. What's on the other side? If they're flat? Oh, no, we don't want to do that, do we? No. Let's just get this here. The heart I can do. These I won't be able to turn them over. Let's get rid of those. That one maybe. Some more pieces here. Is that a diamond? Yeah, we might do that. If they're bigger, they should be easier to turn over. But we'll see. Unless the resin wants to take it in its own area. Yeah, these will look good with those purple pearls. Right, let's dump those in there. All together like that. That would be a cute, pretty section. Might as well stick you in there too. Okay. So these are accents. Let's do this one. And I think we have enough. Ooh, there's big chunks in here. But look at those, how pretty. Those are pretty. Now these I did get from Temu, and you get quite a collection. There's 2 different packages there. All right. Look at that. Stone's not going to work. These are not going to work. There's some just bars. We'll throw some of those in too. So I'm going to separate these out, get everything in the other room, and we'll mix up some resin and see how this idea turns out. Okay, I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, before that, stop everything. I just thought of something else. All right, let's take that mica powder, wherever it is. Where'd you go? I'm going to take some mica, and I'm going to go around all the edges of these puzzle pieces. So we won't have any clear showing through, maybe just a little, but our inclusions will be in the middle. And I think that will help. It'll jazz it up a little, but it would also change things up a bit. So let me get some of this in a container. And I will micro brush color the edges. So it'll be easier to get to if I put it in a little cup. Gosh, that is pretty, isn't it? Very pretty color. All right, I've got mica sitting here. Some are used, but they'll still work. So this will take me a bit, because a lot of these small pieces won't fit into all the areas of this mold. So I'm just going to do the sides and a bit of an outline on every one of these. I think it'll work out nice. And thank you for following me. I must say thank you, my subscribers. You're the greatest. And again, I'm behind on commenting. But welcome new subscribers. If you're new here, you might realize that I don't mind tedious, and I really like detail. So you can expect that from me, I think. And I'm not the best speaker when it comes to talking on video. Sometimes I talk too much. But I hope you enjoy them anyway. And I hope I can give you some pretty good ideas. I just thought a lot of these pieces won't fit everywhere, and we don't want the white showing through. So we'll just try this angle here. Then I'll go pour resin. So I'm going to take my time, get these pieces done, and I'll be back. Well, I was ready to do an outline on these. I think that was, well, I'm not sure. I was second guessing, thinking, is that a good idea or not? But it's a done deal, so we'll see what happens. And you know, I do need to mention, when you mica powder your molds, like I should get just these little corners of mica out, because they will cause bubbles. if there's a little mica. I'm gonna have to pull some of that out just in the corners right there. That'll cause a bubble, it seems. And you don't want to go around with a brush, because then you're gonna, or a toothpick or whatever, because then you're gonna mess up your mica powder. So I'm going to work on this in this big tray. This is my big Costco tray, only because I'm going to set this on my heating mat. And I found with these metal trays, they get warm enough that the heating mats work out really, really well. I would like to have a Resiners curing machine. Just saying, thank you, Resiners. I'm excited to do this mold. So let's go. I think this is going to take at least 4 ounces for this heart. And then another at least 2 here, even with the inclusion. So that's 6 ounces. But you know what I might do? Well, I'll just do 6 ounces and we'll see where we go from there. I'm second guessing. Let's do 8. I've got a few molds on standby here, so I'm gonna actually use my Resiners resin. I really like this resin. It's a good product. It's a nice epoxy. This is a 1-to-1, and that is on sale also, so I'm gonna be sure and get online and get some more of that. I've got all my inclusions here on my, I'm going to call this my drip mat, because I'll keep my tools over here on this mat. You can't see it, but it's over to my right. Keep my tools, my cups. They can drip in there, and then if I have resin to clean out of that, it'll go into the resin jug for my scraps. So I've got just a baggie on top of my Resiners mixer, my double-headed or dual-headed mixer. I really like that. I'll be turning on my Resiners air purifier. I also use my mask and gloves, and I wear glasses, so safety first. Always be sure to be safe with your resin. So I will get started and mix that up and be right back when we're ready to pour. Okay, let's get going. Was I recording? Oh, I was. Well, there's my 8 ounces, and I must show you, I don't think I even need to put this in the debubbler machine by Resiners, because there are no bubbles here. I want to show you how clear this resin is. I don't think I'm going to put it in my Resiners debubbling machine. I think it looks pretty darn good, and I'm thinking 8 ounces may be what I needed for the large heart. So let's bring it back here, and I want to be able to, well, this is what's going to be obnoxious. I'm going to have to let it set a while before I put it on the debubbling, or excuse me, the heating mat. But there's our heart. Here is our dragon. Now the tricky part is I have gloves on. I'm going to have to move you over a little bit, get myself resituated, because I need room to put my resin jug over here. So I think, should I take this off before I dip it? I'm going to go ahead and dip this. This is what's going to be tricky. I'm peeling it right off the backer here. Would have been easier if this had been a tattoo. I don't know that I can dip it. I'm over to the side here. I'm dipping. I'm going to dip this right in as much as I can one way. Sticking to me. Now it won't stick to me. Get my spatula up here. put it face down. Okay, Billy, I'm sticking. I am a messy crafter. I try to be neat. Get this. Shouldn't wrinkle, I don't think. Let's hope not. Get the face of that covered to avoid bubbles. I think I'm doing okay here. Get some of that off. Then I'm going to try to hold on to this and at least get a little resin. Whoa! I need 3 hands on here. Get that off. And okay, here we go. Oh, it's a little sticky there. Where's my spatula? A little here on the top. I don't want to rub off my micas. It's on there pretty well, actually. I'm going to top this off when I've got it on the heating mat, because if I top it off right now, you know I'm more than likely to spill it. Alright, here's my dragon. I'm going to spritz my hands a little bit. A little alcohol, paper towel. Come on. When I see a hair, and I don't know what those spots are. There's a couple of spots right there. And I didn't grab my brand new tweezers. They're in the other room. Okay, let's shimmy. This won't even grab. See, that's how bad they are. That's why I needed a new pair. And I didn't bring them. I brought these in, my favorites. But they're not for resin. I'm just gonna try to get this in place. Push it down. Just trying to line up those edges to the center. Yeah, if I can do there's a hair. Always a hair, Billy. There's always a hair. Get that off of there. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I can't keep my cats out of this room. That's the drawback. Because this is to the back door. Everyone's in and out the back door. And the doggy kitty door is here too. Get off of there. Get ya. So I do struggle with that, and I did get it. Okay, and I don't know what these dots are. Must have picked it up somewhere. So the back of this puzzle, actually, you know, I could top pour it a dark color. Maybe we'll do that. So maybe I won't fill it completely, so I can get a top coat on here. This is the back, and we don't want to see that, do we? Now I don't want you to be moving around. Looks pretty even. It's on the edges. Okay. Let's get a little more resin on that, and I think I will leave enough to pour on the back. I think that's what I need to do. And hope there's no bubbles. Do you see any coming? I don't see any coming. probably about there. I've got resin all over me again. That's all right. Comes with the job, doesn't it? Just comes with the territory. I see another hair. Darn it, Billy. If I can at least get this covered. If I have leftover, we'll pour it back on there. Here we go again. Spritz. Gloves. My pure air is going. The red light is still on. I did take off my mask so I can speak to you. The fan has 3 speeds, and you can hardly hear it, which is lovely. I'm going to grab a mica stick, see if that was a hair or what was that in there. For some bubbles gently around the edges. Move that mica. Get you popped. I'm just over the top, and I don't think I have room. I over poured, or it's just the angle I'm at right now. Hard to say, but you know what? I can always paint the back, and spray paint takes to resin real well too. I think I have some pink out there. Okay, I'll keep an eye on this, but now I have to turn it around. Oh, that's going to be the tricky part, okay? Let's see if I can't do it without making a terrible mess. Should have took the top off of there. There's a bubble. All right, cross your fingers for me. I can do this without spilling. Because now the fun begins. My countertop is not level. I'll have to prop it up when I get over to the heating mat. Like I say, I'm gonna wait till that sets up a bit, and I'll watch for bubbles. Let me pull the top off of this because I don't want to scratch anything. Pardon my head if I'm in your way, because I'm going to have to keep an eye on that shit from shifting. I'm glad we did. Ooh, look, there's a white area. Darn it, no. There's going to be a few white areas. Well, that means for sure I'm going to have to paint the back. No problem. Alrighty. Okay, now, looking at this mold, I can see where the curves of the heart are, and I'm going to try to go with the bigger pieces first and not try to get the similarities beside each other. Look at this. Come on. Another one. Love my cats. Okay, so let's go. Just double checking I don't see any hair. You might see a few smudges where I tried to clean the mica powders off that went inside of the outline. So what we have the most of, and I need to get cracking, is this one here with the pearls. And if I had a spoon, which is right here, we'll check that for hair. I'm going to go ahead and put some resin in this cup. I'm over to the side. I apologize. Get some of the air bubbles out of these beads. So that's a given. And I hope I have just enough resin. Let's hope we have just enough resin, okay? Let's give that a swish because the bubbles will be coming up. And that. This I could have put in the debugger machine. I've seen artists do it with glitter. When they add glitter to their resin, they go ahead and put it in the debugger machine. Whoops, I just poured it over the edge here. Let's let that sit a minute. Because I have so much resin now, it'll overspill. I put this little container in there, that's for sure. Did I get to the bottom? I just need them sopped. So that's going to go in that big part here. Set that aside a minute. Might as well get everything with bubbles, beads. Might as well get resin into all those pieces, shouldn't we? See, here's a different color. Let's get some resin in this. Won't need too much in this one. Like I said, I can't. Maybe I can get my camera a little closer. Hold on a moment. We'll scoot just that way. Make sure I'm in frame with you. Okay. Just give this a spin. It's a more of a lavender color. I just want them soaked. Okay, what else needs? Well, there's pearls here, so we should get some in here. Oh, my cup. Oh, those aren't solid. Oh, there's some. Let's just go ahead and get some in there. Spin this around a little bit. That'll be pretty. And, oh, these are seed beads over here. We definitely need to get some resin in that. A little spin. It's going to be so pretty. Okay. Now the little stones should probably have a little resin mix in there. Well, they all will actually, but just to get everything covered is what we really want to do. There's the dark purple stones. I need to hurry. I believe I have 45 minutes of play time, but I always mix for 5. And then in between dilly-dallying, you never know. I have a clock in here, but it's not set for the right time. Get those little hearts covered. And the little flowers. We'll get some resin in there. And they're in little containers, so I don't want flash cures, so I do need to hurry a little bit. Now, the lesser of all of these, I think, is this one. With the little flowers. There's some more stones. Oh, Yeah, well, that's in a different container. I had to stop and think about it for a second. Look at how bright that resin brings these in. Brings the colors up. That's got some little gold flecks in there. So, last of all is these little gold pieces we're going to just put in sporadically, and then I do have the glitter. So let's see. These are the leaves, the little autumn maple leaves, but they're the perfect color for this, aren't they? So let's go. Do we need to put some gold in with the little purple flowers? I don't think so. So let's look for the smallest. This is the smallest area here. So I think, because this is the lesser amount of what I have, we're just gonna put those in there. Spread them out. Yes, I'm glad I put the mica on the side. I really am glad I did that. And I will get that in, and then I'll play around with it. Get them moved about. Quit fiddling, Billie. We're on a mission here. Those are cute. More than I thought I had. They're on top of each other. That's okay. Just put a couple right there. Might as well. Might as well do them all. Now watch me be short on something else that doesn't fit. Probably could have put these in two areas, right? But that's okay. See, they can't fit in there, so there's a couple more here. Let's just do it. Come on. More than I thought. There you go. There you go. Still don't see bubbles. I'll try to get them settled somewhat so I can top this off. Okay, pretty. Very good. There you go, Bill. Oh, it was this one I had least amount of. Where's another small one? So we'll toss up this one or that one. Well, there's not much there either. I'm just going to pour. We're going to go over here with these. I want to get some of those gold pieces in there too. Let's go to the edge. Can you go to the edge? That little piece right there. I hope that doesn't bugger up. Oh, I thought I took all the big ones out. You are not going to fit. Too big. And that's upside down. That's good. It's upside down. Little silver ones went upside down. That big one can go upside down. Go upside down. More resin than I have pearls. With that, oh, upside down. Get over in this corner. That's a good place for you. All right, I'll fast forward this. Well, here we are, ready to demold. Now, I must say I did have extra resin, and it was getting pretty thick. So before we undo the heart, let me show you what I did. I went ahead and cleaned all the little cups out, and I just mixed it all together. And I should have found a mold, like a 3D mold or solid mold, something bigger. But instead, I thought I'd just pour into these little jewelry molds that I did get from Temu, and I'll tell you, I've got overspill. It was getting pretty darn thick, and I thought, what the heck, I can always clean these up. Won't be a big deal, but I was able to use up that extra resin, so there's a variety of pieces here. We've got, these are 2 of a kind, so these would be more than likely earrings. Oh, these have a hole. Oh, they do have holes for hanging. So look at all that cleanup, but that's okay. I don't mind it at all. But I really had to smear this resin across these because it was setting up on me. So let's just pull this one apart. This one is a variety of pieces. These would be like for maybe pendants or hair barrettes. But they're quite pretty with the different variety in there. That one's got a bubble break in it. But I'll figure it out. We'll use them one way or another. The last one here, like I said, it's just thin sheets of resin that will require some cleanup. If I can get that off of there. Look I went clear across the whole thing. Just get a corner at least. Can I? There we are. But these will be fun to play with, I think. Yeah. Oh, there's a heart in there. So quite a few little pieces to play with that. All right, now here is our big heart, and I did go all the way up to the brim. It dips a little here because I was not level. I need to cover the back, and you know, I was thinking I might take some adhesive spray and just put a piece of felt on the back, and that should work out just fine. Or like I said earlier, I could go spray paint it. But for the time being, I'm just going to demold and see if we can't put this puzzle together. I should have a white piece of paper down here, shouldn't I? That came out nicely. Let me grab a piece of white paper. Just happen to have one here. And we'll see how this goes. All right. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's a bubble. Couple bubbles. Might have to break that and put a little UV in there. Right here. And right here. But other than that, I like it. The mica powder is very, very light. Very soft color. But should we try to piece these as we go along or just get them all out first? Let's get them all out. Now there's some tricky pieces here. Some of the beads are sticking up. I don't know how that's going to fit in there. I might have to sand them down. But let's just get these out. Ooh, that's bright. I went along trying to get some of those gold pieces in, but I was so running out of time. Only a few. There's only a few, and they probably are on the bottom, and you won't even be able to see them. But I'm excited. I think it's a little different. You can put any type of photo. I was going to put a photo of my big girl Weimaraner Sadie Mae, who I had to let go of several years ago. But I didn't take the time to blow up a picture, but I might do that eventually. She was a beautiful girl. I had her 13 years. And I'm looking for another Weimaraner puppy, by the way, but they're clear across the country. All right, should we try to put this together? Can you see well enough? I think you can. Okay. Let's start with this big curve. Well, that must go in there. Yeah, there's just a few bumps. I think if I just go around the edges and sand lightly, I should be okay. But there's the big part of the heart. This one has the mixture of the different pearls in there. And I am glad I went around the edges with the mica. We're not quite sure where that's going to go yet. Look at this one. Oh, this one had the gold pieces already in the stones here. So, we'll go around the edge. Let's see, will that fit in there? Oh, we found a matching piece. Come on, I think. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Let's see what else has an edge. This one was all pink seed beads. And see what I mean about the mica around there. I think that really helped. They need some cleanup. Get that done. Let's have the flat edge. Ooh, I like this one. Now this was our main piece we were trying to match up with. That came with the beautiful mold and kit here. So that's somewhere around there it'll go. Here we have, this one was more seed beads. These were the purples with a little gold in there. Oh, that's the tip of the heart. So look at this. That goes there, then this goes here. This goes here. Wow. There's another edge. This one had the fine glitter, and I was able to put a few gold pieces in there. So I'm thinking this must, well, maybe not there. We'll go there. We'll go there. Oh, not sure. Where do you belong? Up here, I bet. Aha. Get a few pieces off. I'll get this cleaned up. I don't know if I should, well, I guess this is a piece that will lay flat. Not quite sure about that. If I put a, you can't put a hanger on it because the pieces will fall out. Ooh, look at this one. There's the little clay flowers. Polymer clay flowers, the little purple ones. That's pretty. Ooh, where do you go? Right here? Yes, siree. Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Here's another edge piece. Ooh, those are the really brightly colored maple leaves. Oh, look, something's not... Oh, something's going on. Can you see it yet? Something's going on with this puzzle. But I was lucky enough not to get similar pieces together. Where do you go? Let's see. Go clean up here. Oh, not there. Upside down there. I can't see see. Where's the real pointy piece? Okay, look. Yes, this needs cleaned. It won't fit in there. Get that out. This pointy piece, I think, goes right. Nope, I was wrong. Let's see. Where do you belong to? I think you go right here. Okay. And this shouldn't be too tough, Billy. Big hole piece, right? No. I might have something upside down. I don't think I do. Let's see. Where do you belong? Right here. No. It's going to be the toughest part. Oh, this must go here. Look at that. Am I right? Yes. Do you see it yet? I see it now. Is this upside down? Oh, yes, it is. There we go. It has a message. Look at that. Something's bumpy under there. Here it says, let me bring you up. Can you see the message? Cut out, I love you. Isn't that pretty? Well, I think this is gorgeous. So I will clean these pieces up. Take a couple of stills. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you so much, Resiners, for this beautiful mold and the beautiful mat that's in my resin room. I will use it faithfully every day. Like I said, Resiners is having a sale for the month of June. I will have my links below. Please check them out. And I thank them. Thank you, Resiners. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, subscribers. As always, take good care of yourselves. I'm sending big hugs. Bye-bye.